Hi Cancer, how's it going? I hope you're doing wonderful today. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm going to be doing a general reading. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and I asked Spirit 10 questions. I'll give you the questions that I asked and see if they interest you. So the first question I asked was, what does Cancer need to focus on most right now? And then I asked, second one was, what energy is Cancer being asked to release? What hidden blessing or opportunity is coming into Cancer's life? What lesson is Cancer currently learning? How can Cancer best protect their peace and energy? What is blocking Cancer from moving forward? What does Cancer need to know about their relationships at this time? Where should Cancer place their time and energy next? The ninth one is, what guidance does the universe have for Cancer right now? And the last one is, what message will help Cancer move into their highest path? And these are the cards that came out, plus one oracle card at the very end, and you got simplicity. Okay, so I'll go through each card individually. The first card that came out is the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So again, what does Cancer need to focus most on right now? What do you need to focus most on right now? Okay? And you got the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So basically your focus right now should be on creating stability in your own life instead of depending on outside people or circumstances to give you a sense of security. So there may be tension around family or home or finances or long-term plans. Spirit is saying that it's time to build a foundation that reflects your values, not other people's expectations. This kind of resonates with the last reading I did for you. If something feels unstable, don't ignore it. This is an opportunity to strengthen what matters most and focus on what will support you in the long run instead of chasing short-term comfort. Okay? So, Cancer, your priority right now is creating lasting stability. Okay? Release what's no longer supporting your future and build a foundation that truly aligns with your values. Okay, so then we'll go to the next question. Knight of Swords is the card that came out. So I asked Spirit, what energy is Cancer being asked to release? And you got the Knight of Swords. So this card suggests letting go of rushing or reacting or feeling like everything needs an immediate answer. Okay, so you're being asked to release the need to rush. Not every situation requires an immediate response. Slow down before making decisions or reacting to others, and choose peace over pressure and clarity over impulse. Okay? Release impulsive decisions. Let go of overthinking or mental overwhelm. Overthinking is just not trusting your intuition, okay? And stop chasing people or situations that aren't meeting you halfway. Know your worth, Cancer. Think before you speak or act. You know, sometimes Spirit will say, listen to your heart, follow your heart. And then sometimes they say, no, you need to do what's smartest, use your brain. And sometimes they say use both, and your gut and your soul. So trust that what's meant for you doesn't require forcing. You know that saying, what's meant for you won't go by you. The energy you're releasing is urgency. You don't have to force or chase or prove anything. Just slow down and trust your intuition and let clarity lead the way. This goes well with the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This card encourages lasting stability, and this card advises against trying to get there through haste or pressure. So both of these cards together suggest that you may benefit from creating a solid foundation, one thoughtful step at a time. Okay? The third question I asked Spirit, the card that came out is the Knight of Cups reversed. So the third question is, what hidden blessing or opportunity is coming into Cancer's life? So the Knight of Cups reversed can be read as an opportunity to gain emotional clarity and avoid situations that aren't genuinely aligned. Okay? A hidden blessing is that you're beginning to see people and situations for what they really are. If something isn't emotionally fulfilling or someone's intentions feel unclear, you'll have the chance to recognize it and choose differently. That's your opportunity. And this card could also indicate an illusion or a fantasy that may be falling away. And it's making room for something more authentic. And again, Spirit is telling you to trust this is an opportunity for you to trust your intuition instead of getting swept up in emotions or promises. Okay? Someone or something that once seemed right may reveal their or its true nature, helping you move toward healthier connections. And this card is also saying that emotional maturity becomes a strength. You'll be less likely to settle for mixed signals or unrealistic expectations. Your hidden blessing is clarity. What's not meant for you may become obvious, creating space for relationships and opportunities that are genuine and emotionally aligned. And then the fourth card is the Empress, Major Arcana. I asked Spirit, what lesson is Cancer currently learning? And this is a beautiful card for this question. So basically what Spirit is saying with the Empress is you're learning that you don't have to chase what is meant for you. Your lesson is to nurture yourself, trust your worth, and allow what you've been growing to flourish naturally. Okay? You're learning the importance of self-love and self-care. You're discovering that your energy is most powerful when it's calm, abundant and receptive. You're being reminded to honor your creativity, your intuition, and your natural gifts. The more you pour into yourself, the more your life reflects that abundance, okay? So Cancer, your lesson right now is to know your value. When you nurture yourself and trust your own growth, everything else begins to bloom. Okay? So we have Spirit is recommending that you build a stronger foundation and release rushing and pressure. Then you will gain emotional clarity, and now you're going to step into your worth and nurture the life you want to create. And then the fifth question I asked Spirit was, how can Cancer best protect their peace and energy? And the Nine of Swords came out. This is a strong card for this question. What Spirit is saying here is you can protect your peace by letting go of fear, overthinking, and carrying worries that don't belong to you. Not every thought deserves your attention, okay? Stop replaying the same situations in your mind. Don't let anxiety steal your present moment. Set boundaries with people or situations that leave you mentally drained. Ask for support when you need it instead of carrying everything alone. And protect your peace by choosing rest over stress and faith over fear. Okay? Your peace is protected when you stop giving your energy to fear. Release what keeps you awake at night and trust that not everything has to be figured out today. Free yourself from overthinking and choose peace, okay? So far, your cards together suggest a theme of slowing down, strengthening inner stability, and trusting yourself rather than being driven by pressure or worry. And then the sixth question is, what is blocking Cancer from moving forward? And the Page of Pentacles came out. Pages are messengers. So this card can suggest that the block isn't a lack of potential. It's hesitation to fully commit to the next step. So what's blocking you is hesitation. You have the potential to begin something new, but fear or self-doubt or waiting for the perfect time may be keeping you stuck. The opportunity is here. You just have to believe you're ready. Okay? The opportunity is there. You just have to believe you're ready. You may be overthinking instead of taking the first step. There could be a need to learn a new skill or gain confidence before moving forward. A scarcity mindset or fear of failure may be holding you back. But Spirit is saying growth begins when you stop waiting and start taking consistent action. Okay? Your biggest block isn't a lack of opportunity. It's believing you have to know everything before you begin. But just trust yourself and take the first step. So far, the cards consistently point toward releasing pressure, building confidence, and moving forward with patience rather than perfection. Okay. The seventh question I asked Spirit was, what does Cancer need to know about their relationships at this time? And the Ace of Swords came out. So what do you need to know about your relationships right now? This card is all about truth, clarity, and honest communication. So the truth in your relationships is becoming very clear. This is a time for honest conversations, clear boundaries, and seeing things exactly as they are, not as you hope they could be. Any confusion or mixed signals are being cut through. That's what this sword represents. You may need to speak your truth, even if it feels uncomfortable. Clarity is coming. Spirit wants you to know that clarity is coming. Some things will be revealed or finally understood. And relationships now require honesty, not avoidance or assumptions. Cancer, your gift right now is clarity. Be honest with yourself and others, and don't ignore what is becoming obvious in your relationships. This card brings a sharp but helpful energy into your reading. It cuts through the emotional confusion from the earlier cards, like the Knight of Cups reversed and the Nine of Swords, okay? Basically, it's showing that truth is what ultimately brings peace. And then the eighth question I asked Spirit is, where should Cancer place their time and energy next? Okay, where should you place your time and energy next? And you got the Four of Wands. This is a very positive shift. Your energy should go toward what brings you joy, stability, and a sense of home. That's where your energy should go toward. Whatever brings you joy, stability, and a sense of home. Focus on building something that feels safe, supportive, and worth celebrating. Invest time in relationships that feel balanced and uplifting. Focus on creating peace in your home or your personal life. Celebrate any progress you've made instead of only chasing the next goal. Spend energy on love and community and genuine connections. Spirit wants you to build something long-term that feels emotionally secure. Okay? Put your energy into what feels like home. People, places, and goals that bring you peace, joy, and stability. This is a powerful turning point in your reading. After the earlier tension, the stress, the overthinking, the clarity seeking, this card shows you moving toward harmony, celebration, and emotional grounding. And then the 9th question I asked Spirit was, what guidance does the universe have for Cancer right now? And you got the 4 of Swords reversed. So this card, when it comes out reversed, it points to coming out of rest or stagnation or avoidance, but doing it gently, not chaotically. The guidance right now is to re-engage with life. You've been in a period of rest or overthinking or withdrawal, and it's time to slowly come back into action and clarity. Don't stay stuck in isolation or mental exhaustion. Healing is ready to move from stillness into action. Avoid staying in your head too long. Get back into real life movement. Take small steps instead of waiting for perfect readiness. Small little goals. Spirit is telling you it's time for you to reconnect, communicate, and participate again, okay? Don't stay stuck in pause mode. Start gently moving forward again. You're ready. You're ready to re-enter life with more clarity and strength. After anxiety with the 9 of Swords and confusion, the energy is now shifting from mental overload into awakening and action and re-engagement. And then the 10th question I asked Spirit was, what message will help Cancer move into their highest path? And you got the 5 of Swords reversed. So this card is about releasing conflict, ego battles, and choosing peace over being right. So your highest path, Cancer, comes from walking away from conflict that drains you. You don't need to win arguments, prove your point, or stay in situations that cost you your peace. Let go of resentment, grudges, or mental battles. Stop engaging in situations where no real resolution is possible. And choose peace over ego every time. Forgiveness, whether it's for you or others, will free your energy. Your power is in stepping back, not fighting harder. Okay? Your highest path is peace. Release the need to fight or prove or defend, and choose your well-being instead. You're moving from stress, confusion, mental overwhelm into clarity, grounding, self-worth, and peaceful stability. You're waking up from mental exhaustion and you're choosing peace over conflict. Spirit is telling you to stop fighting, stop overthinking, and stop forcing. Peace is your path forward. And then your oracle card, you got Simplicity. This is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. So this is all about less overthinking, less stress, and come back to what truly matters, okay? This card is telling you to stop making things more complicated than they need to be. Clear any mental clutter, emotional drama, and unnecessary pressure. Focus on the basics: peace, health, love, stability, honesty. Your life improves when you stop trying to control every outcome, okay? Simplify your life. Let go of what's overwhelming you. Return to what actually brings you peace and stability. We have overthinking with the Nine of Swords. We have mental pressure with the Knight of Swords. We have confusion and emotion with the Knight of Cups reversed. And then we have needing clarity and truth with the Ace of Swords. Cancer, you're doing too much in your mind. Come back to simple truth and simple choices. Peace doesn't come from figuring everything out. It comes from letting most of it go, okay? You're being asked to slow down, release stress, seek truth, and choose peace and simplicity, okay? Cancer, you will release all this overthinking and conflict, and you are going to move toward peace, clarity, and simple stability. That's what this reading is telling me right now. You are going to release all this overthinking and trust your intuition. You're going to release this conflict. You're going to move towards peace and clarity and simple stability. So that is your reading. Thank you so much for letting me channel these messages. I hope they gave you some insight or some guidance and some advice. I'm sending you lots of love and strength, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.